JakeCosplays.
There are many lost to translation of stage to movie adaptations. You have probably one of the worst sequels that you can have that's a horror version of The Phantom of the Opera. That one's questionable. And then you have the live-action movie of Phantom of the Opera. And then you have Macaulay Culkin's stage ballet play adaptation of the Nutcracker.
The original Nutcracker from Germany is probably the most famous ballet in all the world, and a holiday tradition that millions around the world love and look forward to seeing each year. Even those who don't enjoy ballet appreciate this one, or at least pretend they do. So you might be surprised that when it premiered in 1892, it was a bit of a critical flop, which was disappointing to its composer, Piotr Ilyich Dishkaskowski. He was hired to write it, and agreed to do so if he could also show his opera Ilanta as a double feature. That's right, a ballet and an opera in one concert. That I never knew. A Russian Tsar attended the premiere and enjoyed the ballet, but critics were less kind, calling it childish and even tedious. They also insulted the dancer playing the Sugar Plum Fairy, which seems very Scroogey. As if that wasn't bad enough, the dancer who played the Nutcracker later unalived himself with a razor to avoid arrest. The story itself is much older than the ballet. It was written in 1816 and was called The Nutcracker and the Mouse King, which sounded familiar enough, but there were many differences. The author, Ernst Theodor Wilhelm Hoffmann, 1776 to 1822, liked to write about inanimate objects coming to life, which explains the Nutcracker theme quite well. In his story, the girl is not named Clara, but Mary. She lives in a restrictive household and likes to escape into her dream, but these are not always happy dreams, and sometimes they're filled with strange and grotesque imagery that explains the dancing of Sugar Plum Fairies. They are more like nightmares, but she still prefers them to her waking life, don't we all? In this story, she dreams of a Nutcracker coming to life, and once he does, he goes to battle against a hideous seven-headed rat king. Mary is injured, falling and cutting her arm badly in some broken glass from the cabinet. When she falls, when she tells her family about her dreams, they forbid her to speak of them, so unsettling are they. But Mary protests that she would rather marry the Nutcracker and live in that bizarre world than the one that she's trapped in. She eventually gets her wish. The Nutcracker comes to life, and she decides to leave with him and go off to the land of her dreams with all of its wonders and terrors. Alexander Dumas, author of The Three Musketeers, decided to rewrite the story in 1844 to make it more family picture friendly, and it was this version that Tchaikovsky used when composing his ballet. In recent years, some dance troupes have brought back some of the imaginary of the original story, including the seven-headed Rat King, which will anyone ever be told enough to bring all the Mary's holiday nightmares to life on stage?
Greetings, my friends. Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon on new video releases. If you want to support elsewhere, purchase merch in the link provided on the video. What was that?